Welcome to Tickled Ribs Weekly News number 5. If you'd like to like, subscribe all our videos, that'd be incredibly helpful. Go follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and we have an Alex now.
Oh, wait, didn't even get him. There you go.
And microphones.
Yeah, I think they understand what a microphone is, mate.
Yeah, go like us. Week, voice actors in all your favourite games, and in maybe not all your favourite games, will be going on strike potentially as of next month. This is due to working conditions, and for certain games like The Last of Us and lots of games where they involve screaming, they're going to want shorter times to be doing that, and wanting that to be put into a stunt actors kind of quota thing. I'm 9% sure because the news story's only just come out, but keep an eye on it. There was a very useful article on BBC News where Will Wheaton was quoted saying, "Go pick up a book, read it aloud for 7 hours, and then you'll know how voice actors feel."
We done?
It appears that MLG gaming might be coming to our TV screens rather than having to watch it on the internet. Now, is this something you'd be interested in watching? Well, people said no, but the 11,000 people that went into Madison Square Gardens last year to watch the League of Legends final seem to beg to differ.
I'm going to that.
Josh, you are going to that, not in Madison Square Garden.
No, I'm going to the O2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done. So you're going to report on that when you get back, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Good. But do you want to watch it? Would you be happy swapping out Emmerdale or Coronation Street to have primetime MLG gaming? I'm sure we would, but some old beers probably wouldn't. So maybe a channel might come in, who knows? But let us know your thoughts.
Wait.
What, Matt LeBlanc?
No. He's got a bit old, but
So you like Matt LeBlanc?
I love Matt LeBlanc.
LeBlanc, would you?
Matt LeBlanc. Is it LeBlanc or is it LeBlanc?
Fucking England, it's LeBlanc.
It's Josh from Tickled Ribs here telling you what's been new in the week of entertainment and films. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Angry Birds the film is coming out. Cheers. We're meant to be classy, middle-class British people, and you're doing shit like that. Angry Birds has just released the trailer for its brand new film. It came out around about 2 or 3 days ago, and I've taken my time to actually look at it and evaluate if it's going to be a good film or not.
No.
Yeah, no. To be fair, they have given a game with more backstory than most games that have turned into films an actual title, but number one, the birds actually look kind of weird. Red, for instance, just looks like a gummy bear covered in feathers. And to be perfectly honest, at what point did the people at Rovio just look at it and think, you know what? We need to get this at the Oscars. Personally, it just doesn't look great, and I actually love this app so much, but I must admit it's going to have a massive target audience, and a lot of people are going to pay to watch it. Another thing about it, actually, I just forgot. Why do they have legs?
No, well, birds have legs.
Yeah, but the birds in the app never had legs before. Why do they have legs?
They
They look stupid.
Right, in the app.
They don't have shoes either.
Right, the app backstory
Yeah.
is that
The piggies nick the eggs and then they fly off. Yeah.
That's not the backstory in this film.
No, I know.
He's just a grumpy bird.
Yeah, I know.
If anything, it should be called disgruntled bird.
No, not disgruntled birds. Disgruntled bird.
Yeah, because the other one's pretty happy. He's like, I'm really happy. And then
Yeah,
it's
it's.
you know what? Just watch the fucking trailer.
Mildly discontented flying aviation animal.
It's
thing.
like he stubbed his toe and his day was ruined
Yeah,
from it.
he doesn't know. They don't have toes, but they have feet.
That's Angry
Then
Birds.
fuck it. So the big thing that's just come out in the last week is Gotham Season 2. Now, as Pete and Ed have said a few times, I actually promise too much and I also spoil a lot of things. So I'm not going to tell you much about what I've seen from the first episode. All I can say is that my favourite character, Mr. Edward Nigma, and for those of you who aren't familiar with the Batman franchise, I would really recommend watching it because it's kind of obvious who he is.
Batman.
He's Batman.
Joker.
He's the standout for me in the first episode because we actually see more of his character development from season 1 and it actually goes way beyond and I'm really impressed with that. Also, you are seeing hints of other characters that are going to appear because in the first season the name dropping was horrendous. But it's out, it's really good, and personally I think that this series is going to be even darker and grittier with a lot of question marks raised about certain characters turning into different characters from the Batman franchise as opposed to the basic standard storyline we've all got from the comic books. So if any of you guys are watching Gotham out there and have your own theories about what the villains are, let me know and I'd love to discuss it with you. Right, another thing that's just come out on the world of the media and entertainment web, Screen Queens!
It's you, Josh. Is that really it?
That's literally it.
Is that all that's
I don't give a fuck.
What the hell is Screen Queens?
It's basically if you've got Pretty Little Liars and every other thing like it, and then just put it in a new place, like a sorority house. That's once people die. Ariana Grande's in it though.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything.
But she's hot.
But
That's not spoiling it. She's
no,
hot.
everyone knows that. But yeah, that's literally it. I've basically summed up the entire plot line in how long?
40 seconds.
40 seconds, there you go.
I mean, a good 20 seconds of it was me saying Ariana Grande.
Yeah, fair enough, cool.
So,
Yeah,
Ariana Grande, if you're watching this, cool.
Anyway, what was I? Scream Queens!
This is Ed with Tabletop News, brought to you by Manor Gaming, Eastbourne's #1 gaming centre. Spiel is just 2 weeks away and a lot of games which will be released there have been announced. My top 2 most anticipated games from the fair are Seven Wonders Duels by Antoine Bowser and Bruno Cathala. This is a 2-player variant of the ever-popular Seven Wonders game. It's got a new interesting draft mechanic in it, and I think this is fantastic because the 2-player variant in the original Seven Wonders was a bit overly complicated and just a bit dumb. My next most anticipated game is Pandemic. Pandemic, mate. My second most anticipated game from the fair is Pandemic Legacy. This brings together Matt Leacock's original Pandemic and the Legacy system developed by Rob Davio originally from his Risk Legacy system. This is a way of, with each individual game, the game changes, things may happen which change future games, and there's most exciting bit, there's little packets in the box which you only open when certain things happen. So maybe you'll never see them, maybe you will. Probably one of the only board game series which is it's actually possible to spoil. Not much news in the game of Magic, however, it is pre-release weekend coming up.
Square in the head.
I forgot what I was talking about.
Magic the Gathering. It's your job.
Yeah, that thing I do. Not much news coming out of Magic the Gathering, but it is pre-release weekend, so it'll be the first time a lot of people will get their hands on the new cards to see what they are like. Lot of exciting stuff coming out, and it's just looks really cool.
Right, so as it is the autumn, we have some big game releases. And when I say big game releases, we have one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 is coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. Quite excited about that. LEGO Dimensions coming out on PS4, Xbox One, Wii U and PS3. I think it might come out on 360, but I didn't pick it up. Dungeon Defenders coming out on PS4. NBA Live 2K16 coming out on PS4 and Xbox One. I have no idea what's the difference between that and NBA 2K16. Like I said last week, I just don't. Samurai Warriors 4II coming out on the PS4, the PS Vita, PS3 and PC. Prismatic Solid coming out on PS4. Toto Temple Deluxe coming out on PS4, Xbox One, Wii U, Xbox 360 and PC. Might also be coming out on PS3, but again, didn't pick it up. Journey Collector's Edition coming out on the PS4. Overlord, Fellowship of Evil, coming out on Xbox One. And 2 games coming out just on PS Vita this week. Persona 4, Dancing All Night, and Farming Simulator, coming out on the PS Vita. What was that? As in go?
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's time for the PC list. Now this is incredibly long, so I'm going to try and get it through and done with as quick as I possibly can. Psycho Starship Rampage. Stairs. Franchise Hockey Manager. Yeah, because everyone wants to believe of running their own fucking hockey franchise. Thea, The Awakening. Orion, a sci-fi visual novel.
You sure it's not Orion?
Yeah, Orion. Orion, a sci-fi visual novel. Because apparently you can play books now. Dungeon Manager 2U. Might be ZU. Who fucking knows? My handwriting. Who gives a shit? Pool Nation FX. Might and Magic Heroes 7.
Oh, really?
It's not Mighty Magic.
No. Heroes of Might and Magic. Hom.
No, it's not Hom. It's Might and Magic Heroes.
Oh.
7. It might be the same thing. I don't know.
Oh,
But
so
they've
got
changed the
6.
title.
So 6 was good.
So it might be Heroes of Might and Magic. Did they get taken over?
No.
No, I don't know. Maybe they changed the name. NBA 2K16 came out last week on everything else. Coming out this week on PC. So I'm going to assume next week NBA Live 2K16 comes out on. Does it? Might come out on PC next week. Fallout Anthology, Mighty Gauntlet, Arcadia Heat 3, Love Max, 80 Days 2014. So only a year off then until it to come out. The Bizarre Creation of Keith the Magnificent.
Keith Lemon?
No, not Keith Lemon. Keith the Magnificent.
Oh.
In his
Keith the
bizarre creation.
Oh.
Dino Run DX, Hyperspace Pinball, Daily Espada. Maybe? My
Have
handwriting.
you ever learned how to read?
I've never learned how to write. Daily Espada, Expand, The Escapists, The Walking Dead, and Jerry McPartin, Rebel Without a Cause. He's just got James Dean confused at who Jerry McPartin is. Orbit, Swords and Crossbones, An Epic Pirate Story. Jim Power, The Lost Dimension, Other Age, Second Encounter. Epistory, Typing Chronicles, Army Krog, 8-Bit Fiesta, These are all genuine games. I'm not making any of this shit up. Heroes of Normandy, Disposable Heroes, Corwin the Game, Star Force 2193, Blue Kid 2, Pixel Gallery, Lunar Sky, Polychromatic, Black and White Bushido, and Lost Horizon 2. Those are all the games you're not going to buy this week. Right, so that was your news for this week. If you'd like to like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Also like and comment if you want to see more of this stuff. Go on Facebook, Twitter, follow us and add us on there. And we'll see you next week.